Come, let us explore how to meditate to stop letting elitists control your life. So the first thing I'm going to do is hunt and search across hill and dale till I find the specific visual aid that I desire. So let's begin with a bit of an introduction. Sturgeon's Law reminds us that 90% of everything sucks, but no, not in the fun, tingly way. So what does the suckiness look like? Since the Neolithic Revolution, the majority of societies have been training the majority of their denizens to be rigid, fearful, superstitious, controlling, elitist, cryptic, competitive, and cruel. Elitists are enmeshed in this way of thinking. They're not motivated by reason, honor, or empathy. We cannot appeal to them on that basis. If we are on the path of yin spiritual matriarchy, if we have been conditioned and at least choose to be flexible, loving, rational, laid back, egalitarian, lucid, cooperative, and kind, we are not wired to do battle with them. Remember that wonderful line? I can't remember if it's Nietzsche or Goethe who had said that, and I'm going to paraphrase badly. Those who would hunt monsters would do well not to become monsters. Once we try to fight someone on their home turf, there's two things that are going to happen. Number one, we can't learn in 3 months what someone learned in 30 years how to do. We can't out-sociopath a sociopath. Sorry, it doesn't work. Number two, the price we pay for abandoning flexibility, love, rationality, being laid back, egalitarian, lucid, cooperative, kind is too high a price. I'm reminded of a quote attributed to the Christ. How does it profit a man to gain the world and lose your soul? Don't lose this. Then what are we to do with the individuals in our life who are directly or indirectly wreaking havoc on us because of their elitism? What do we do? My answer is going to be dissatisfying. The more time we spend practicing mindfulness and meditation, the more our choices and our utterances and our deeds will flow with the effortless effort of love's centered spontaneity. The more we flow from this centered spontaneity that some refer to as expedient means, the more we will be able to spontaneously and effortlessly dance with the villains in our life without becoming a villain. Now, the moment you ask yourself, am I in flow? In that moment, you can bet farm you aren't in flow. But never fear. The more time we spend in truly effective mindfulness and meditation, the more we will be able to flow. I don't know if you're as geeky as me, but when I was a little boy, I used to watch Kung Fu theater. I think it was on Saturday or Sunday afternoons. Probably Sunday afternoons. I can't remember. Anyway, occasionally they would feature this great master. And the master seemed lethargic. His blocks were just the minimum amount of blocking, the minimum amount of slipping of punches, but it worked. And he was able to exit a circumstance almost unscathed. Thusly, we can become like the fabled kung fu masters of Hong Kong opera. Not by developing our high kicks, but by cultivating the centered spontaneity that is the effortless byproduct of mindfulness and meditation. This concludes our opening lesson. So now let us shift gears. It is Obi-Wan Kenobi Wednesday evening. Come, let us meditate like a Jedi after approximately 30 seconds of housekeeping. This is Lama Jigme Gyatso of the Buddha Joy Meditation School. For more than 30 years, I've spent about 8 hours a day, almost every day, studying, practicing, mastering, and reverse engineering the teachings and techniques of each school of meditation so that I can become your nerdy, neurodivergent guide to nirvana. Welcome, my friends, to Meditate Like a Jedi, which is made possible due to the generosity of viewers just like you. We switch gears now, again, this time landing on the latest iteration of Easy Mantra Meditation. Oh, wow. Look at that. Well, if I was clever, what I would do, 1, 2, 3, is copy this and hit paste and hit wind. Wow, come on. W-I-N-D. There we go. And then make some space. Let's see if this fits. Ooh, it fits. Look at that. In the contemporary practice of Dzogchen, Dzogchen is divided into thirds. There's Tikle energy work, Tokal simile chanting, and Treksho mindfulness meditation. Let's begin with Tikle energy work. This energy work is going to be mudra or finger gesture oriented. So let's rest the tip of our index finger upon its thumb and then rest our hand upon its thigh. Over the next 5 pages, we're going to perform chants pertaining to empathy. 50% are going to be idealistic and 50% are going to be pragmatic. These are not prayers to real or imagined entities. These are merely words we're using to exercise our neural pathways. Please chant with me. In our compassion may we long to free all beings, choices, utterances and deeds from the tyranny of the survival impulses of hating, craving, and clinging, metaphorically known as the 3 mental poisons. We now shift gears from idealism to practicality. In our pragmatism, may our liberation of all others be fueled by our reliance upon the Buddhas. Example, instructions, and students described by the metaphor of the 3 wish-fulfilling jewels. And now on the 5th page, we're going to recite an 8-syllable synopsis of the 4 pages that preceded it. Now what I'm going to do is, as I recite this, simultaneously perform geriatric squat thrusts. And this is, the squat thrusts are optional. You're welcome to join me if you wish. We free all liberty. free jewels. We free all through thee, free jewels. May we free all through thee, free jewels. Oof! Let's continue. Now let's chant Tokal's wise similes to better master the impermanence and interdependence integral to the first fold of the Buddha's Eightfold Path. Please chant with me. Rather than indulge or controlling tendencies with the follies of active visualization, emotion, magic, and belief, we could just recite these words in harmony with our breathing and allow our subconscious to do the heavy lifting. Let us therefore sidestep the rigidity that confuses metaphors or statements literal, and relax into the flexibility that savors the chance explaining metaphors as similes. The Buddha was fond of organizing all that could be perceived into the four categories of the circumstantial, the physical, the interpersonal, and the mental. This is known as the four bases of mindfulness. That is going to inform our following four sets of chants. Please chant with me right now. All circumstances or lots could be as impermanent and interdependent as if they could blissfully melt into rainbow light that could delightfully absorb into this body or form. We're now going to silently and mentally recite a 6-syllable synopsis of those 2 pages. We're going to divide the synopsis between our inhalation and our exhalation. Together. All bodies or forms could be as impermanent and interdependent as if they could blissfully melt into rainbow light that could delightfully absorb into this communication or speech. All interpersonal communication or speech could be as impermanent and interdependent as if it could blissfully melt into rainbow light that could delightfully absorb into this mind. All minds could be as impermanent and interdependent as if they could blissfully melt into rainbow light that could delightfully absorb into our vast empty void. Like the this is what we call an editing opportunity. Dun dun dun. Okay, let's see if we can't get this thing going correctly. Okay, so let's try this. All right, and let's go to this page. All right. Aha! Yes, I see now. I see the error of my ways, Your Honor. Okay. Whoop! Look at that. Look at that. So, quick like a bunny, I'm going to convert this to thusly. Make sure everything's copacetic. Let's go over here. Well, first, let's save a step. Turn this to 28. Add 2 more. And do the slide. Let's see if this fits. Almost. Okay, close enough for government work. Like the illusion of the infinite azure sky. Oopsie, I want to give everyone some context here before I break momentum again, so let's just get ahead of the ball. All right. All minds could be as impermanent and interdependent as if they could blissfully melt into rainbow light that could delightfully absorb into a vast empty void, like the illusion of the infinite azure sky on a bright and beautiful cloudless morn, which although tantalizing to the eye, could be non-graspable to the hand. Oh my goodness, look at that. Was not expecting that. Okay. Wow. Let's try. I am just not as coordinated as I wish I was. Let's try that and see how that fits on the screen. All right, that'll work. Now let's see if this fits on the screen. Oh, not quite perfect. What happens if I put this here? That's my bad imitation of Cartman from South Park. Okay, let's hit copy and see what happens. Up one, down one. Hey, look at that! All right. Quick riddle. What is a redneck's last words? Type your answer in the chat window. Answer is, hey, look at this. Now, what I'd like to do is adjust things to make it look a trifle prettier. Please, let's together as a team rest the great knuckle at the base of our right little finger, upon the tip of our left little finger, palms up in our lap. Thus, thus gently inviting our real or imagined subtle energies to automatically coalesce in the bladder region of our lower abdomen. Together, let us chant an explanation of the Benzaguru mantra. Do 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 do. Excellent. Here we go. A wealth of editing opportunities. All right, together. I invoke teachers on action. I invoke teachers on action, on meditation, in whom view that the Benzotantric Guru teacher teaches. Pay my enlightenment and city abilities, who may be mastered by all. Let's see. Let's hit 1, 2. And let's drag this bad boy over here and enlarge and see if that, that's a level to it, almost. Okay. Close enough for government work. Let's make sure this fits. It does. Good, because this morning it wasn't. So let's go over here and do a quick copy. All right. So here is the secret of mantra meditation. During our inhalation, we silently and mentally recite the essential instructions for mindfulness and meditation. During our exhalation, we do two things simultaneously. We physically relax as best we can, while striving to chant the 12-syllable mantra 5 times per breath for a total of 4 breaths. Now, if this is your first time hanging out with me or hanging out with me, then by all means, give yourself permission to have a learning curve. Om Mahum Benzaguru Me Masiri Hung. 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 Okay, what have we here? Let us practice mindfulness during our inhalation. by silently and mentally reciting the demonstrative pronoun this with the intention of vulnerably noticing mind's antics. Let us practice meditation during our exhalation by silently and mentally reciting the one-syllable verb ease with the intention of physically relaxing and with the intention of relaxing into mind's non-graspable nature. And oh yes, by the way, the fancy Tibetan word for this is trekcho, also known as mindfulness meditation, also known as chan or dhyana or zen. Derp. Okay, here we go. So the first thing we're going to do is add this bad boy and see if that doesn't fix everything. Nice. Let's rest the great knuckle at the base of our right ring finger, upon the tip of our left ring finger, palms up in our lap. Okay, let's hit the paste button. Ooh, look at that. Om Mahum Minzaguru Memaziri Hung 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 Om Mahum Minzaguru Memaziri Hung. Let's see here. Let's try. 1, 2, 3. Whoops, one more. Let's see. I don't think so. Yeah, that'll work. All right, let's passively notice the play of mind as we inhale. Let us relax into a mind's nature as we exhale. Un momento. Oh boy, here we go. Let's go here and let's make this 28. All right, together as a team, let us rest the great knuckle at the base of our right middle finger upon the tip of our left middle finger, palms up in our lap, that we might invite our subtle energies to automatically coalesce at the heart region of our chest. Om Ahum Menzuguru Me Maziri Hung 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 Om Ahum Menzuguru Me Maziri Hung. Okay. During our let us practice mindfulness during our inhalation by passively noticing mind's antics. Let us practice meditation during our exhalation by relaxing into mind's non-graspable nature. Let's see here. What happens if I go like, oopsie? That. Okay, let's do something a little unusual. Let's rest the tip of each of our left fingers upon each of our right knuckles and invert this, palms up in our lap. And we might invite our subtle energies to coalesce in the region of our throat that we feel tightens just before we cry. Om Mahum Guru Me Maziri Hung 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 All right. Let's notice the play of mind and relax into its non-graspable nature. Oops, let's try it down here first. Let's see if I can save a step. You know, stitch in time, saving 9, all that business. All that business. Come on now, don't be that way. Here we go. Ugh. There we go. Let's rest the great knuckle at the base of our right index finger upon the tip of our left index finger, palms up in our lap, that we might gently invite or real or imagine subtle energies. Oops, you can't see the cursor, can you? That we might gently invite or real or imagine subtle energies to automatically coalesce at the crown of our head. Oh, come on now. Derp. Come on. Coordination? Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. Okay. So if you've just joined us, welcome aboard. Here's how we do mantra meditation. During our inhalation, we silently and mentally recite the essential instructions for mindfulness and meditation. During our exhalation, we do two things simultaneously. We physically relax as best we can while striving to chant the 12-syllable mantra 5 times per breath for a total of 4 breaths. I know that's asking a lot. So if this is your first time playing with this mantra, give yourself permission to have a learning curve, please. Because losing one's shit in the name of peace is a little too much like making love in the name of virginity. Om Ahum Benzo Guru Me Mazari Hung 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 One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let us practice mindfulness during our inhalation by reminding ourselves to vulnerably notice mind's antics as silently and mentally we recite the demonstrative pronoun this. Let us practice the essence of meditation during our exhalation by reminding ourselves to relax into mind's non-graspable nature by silently and mentally reciting the one-syllable verb is. Let us chant tokals, kind similes, to better master the loving kindness integral to the second through fifth folds of the Buddha's Eightfold Path. Please chant with me. Whoops, look at this. Another. Okay, let's fix this bad boy. 1, 2. Together. Rather than indulge or controlling tendencies with all these of active visualization, emotion, magic, and belief, we could just recite these kind words in harmony with our breathing and allow our subconscious to do the heavy lifting. Okay, here we go. Let us therefore side the rigidity that confuses metaphors or statements literal, and relax into the flexibility that savors the chance explaining metaphors as similes. Let's see here. May each mind of each being be as joyfully enlightened as the mind of a real or imagined Buddha, symbolized by a tikli one syllable Siru Bija mantra. Okay, come on, machine, don't fail me now. Oh boy, here we go. So basically, we're going to silently and mentally recite a 6-syllable synopsis of these last 2 pages that we chanted. Excuse me. May all relationships, communication, or speech of all beings now be as peacefully loving as a real or imagined Buddha's speech, symbolized by a multisyllabic mantra. Oopsie, here we go. May all bodies or forms of all beings now enjoy the beautiful health represented by Buddha's statuary. Depicting the blissful body of a real or imagined yidam, an archetype of enlightenment such as Kuntu Zangpo Yabya. Let us lovingly wish that all beings be liberated from the tyranny of others. Sexism, racism, homophobia, transphobia, Islamophobia, classism, exploitation, fascism, jingoism, genocide, speciesism, and ecocide. May each circumstance or lot of each being now have the safety and good fortune or boon. Whoopsie. As a Buddha's real or imagined, paradise per land of Adi depicted in Buddhist paintings. You've taken your first step into a much larger world. Oops, wrong button. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even help support this channel. In approximately 11 hours, sorry, approximately 13 hours, I would very much like to return to lead tomorrow's morning meditation class and group practice. And if you are as geeky as me, may the force be with you always.